everyone, welcome back to another matchday vlog, special episode, European episode. And we are back in Zabrze again for the return game in the Champions League qualifiers between the number 2 of the Polish league last year, Górnik Zabrze, now owned by ex-Galatasaray player Łukasz Podolski. To put it in there for the Turkish viewers that will probably find this video, against the Turkish football giants that unfortunately finished second last year, Fenerbahçe. Last week's game in Istanbul ended in a 1-0 win for Fenerbahçe. To be honest, it should have been much more goals. It was a very dominant performance, and also they have a very good squad. I think they spent somewhere around 80 million euros this summer. They got now Nathan Ake, Edson on top of Fred and Asensio already. So on paper you would expect them to win. But this is Zabrze, the home of Torcida. And we saw last Saturday already the fighting spirit that Górnik has to come back from a dark goal down. So the stadium will be full with Górnik Zabrze fans. But the Turkish fans are not allowed to come. So the stage to perform is entirely for Torcida. So let's get going. Let's give it another go. Nah, still not. Has this sweet, not great taste to it. The atmosphere is slowly building, stadium slowly getting full. It feels good to have finally European football back in Górnik. I think the last time was Ekstraklasa, and before that Górnik Zabrze against Trenčín, because they don't count Kraków with this. For me personally, it's been a while for Champions League. I think it was somewhere before I moved to Poland with Feyenoord. And he was playing, Dick out. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I have my kielbasa, so let's go. Get jamming. mixed emotions on the first half. Fenerbahçe got a very easy penalty there for most of the first half. It looked like Fenerbahçe is just going to play it till the end, just passing it around the back. But then, just like boxing, Górnik got Fenerbahçe against the ropes. Yeah, managed to equalize just before halftime, so it's still very close. The second half will be fire. Let's go.
I think that Torcida can be very proud of their players. They showed a lot of fighting spirit. I was worried after the big part of the first half was just Fenerbahçe passing around, that it would be that kind of game. But then Górnik got that goal and then the fire started going. Unfortunately, in the second half, both teams were very nervous. A lot of missed passes and a lot of errors. But still Górnik kept pressing. Unfortunately, that's it for Polish teams in the Champions League, because Lech Poznan also got kicked out of it. There will be Europa League next week, although I cannot remember against who they're playing. I do remember that the next opponent for Fenerbahçe will be Sturm Graz, so that will be also a difficult opponent for them. But to give this match a ranking is like borderline B and C tier, but I will be putting it in B tier just because of the fighting spirit that I love. But yeah, that was an extra European episode. Tomorrow, another one. Gixa, so stay tuned for that one. And in the meantime, you know what to do. Please like, subscribe. I will see each other tomorrow. Bye bye.